Felt that my life, for lack of a better term, like the monetary value placed on my life was so little.
Tonight, a KVUE Defenders exclusive examines why a 17-year-old who authorities say nearly shot a Travis County Sheriff's deputy, then carried out an armed robbery 13 days after getting out of jail, received probation for his crimes.
He's going to learn that his actions don't really have the type of consequences that they should.
But Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza says he believes the punishment is just.
I'm very comfortable that it is an outcome that is in the interest of public safety.
Here's senior reporter Tony Plohetsky.
Mark and Quita, this case is a snapshot into an ongoing debate in Austin into a larger criminal justice question. When should violent offenders be sent to prison, or when should prosecutors place them in rehabilitation programs that more quickly get them back into the community? Travis County Sheriff Sergeant Laura Mabry has spent most of her career balancing motherhood of 15 and 11-year-old sons with daytime patrols in West Austin. On May 9th, 2025, 2 days from Mother's Day, she was thinking about the upcoming family holiday.
What I thought was just a normal Friday at 9 o'clock in Steiner Ranch wasn't.
This is Sergeant Mabry's dash camera footage as she pulls into the parking lot of a Randall's on RM 620 and spots a stolen truck. She approaches the GMC Denali and two teenagers standing by it when one of them jumps into the driver's seat.
I give him command, don't do it, come over here and talk to me.
Sergeant Mabry leaps onto the running board of the truck and the two get into a struggle. He presses the gas, all seen on her body camera footage. The encounter lasts for several seconds before the truck crashes.
Get down!
Court documents say, and video shows the driver, Graham Freeman, then grabs a Glock 19 handgun wedged between the driver's seat and the center console, and the gun fires.
When I hear the shot, I thought for sure, like, he had shot me.
The bullet hitting him in the leg, but sparing Sergeant Mabry.
He wanted to get away, and it didn't matter that my life was going to be collateral damage for that, and that was very obvious to me.
Authorities charge Freeman with 4 felonies: evading arrest, carrying a prohibited weapon, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, and aggravated assault on a public servant, crimes for which he faced up to 10 years behind bars. Freeman remained in jail for 49 days until he was released on bond. Less than 2 weeks later, authorities say he carried out another violent crime that led to an aggravated robbery charge when a man traveled to Pflugerville to see a woman he met online, and Freeman robbed him at gunpoint when he arrived.
Obviously, I didn't even know he had gotten out of jail, much less gotten out of jail and had already committed another crime. And then I was also just worried for whoever that victim was.
Sergeant Mabry said she heard nothing about her own case for months until a prosecutor informed her in February that the DA's office was looking to resolve it. She said she argued for at least a prison sentence of a year, but prosecutors said they were considering probation.
My fear, and I told this to the ADA, was my concern about there being an unnecessary victim if he's allowed to just go back out into the public.
Sergeant Mabry said she didn't hear back again until a victim counselor informed her last month that the deal would be finalized the following week and that Freeman would receive 5 years probation, a sentence that did include a 90-day in-custody treatment program at a state prison.
I just felt, based on his actions, especially after being released on bond and then committing another crime, were just very indicative of the fact that Graham consequences and didn't affect him.
The incident that she experienced is horrific and scary.
Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza says he believes the sentence was appropriate and rejected the idea that the outcome demonstrates a light-on-crime approach. He said Freeman spent about 16 months behind bars awaiting the outcome of his case, will be a convicted felon, and will be closely supervised during his probation.
I feel like it was an appropriate outcome for the safety of our community.
However, Garza said he was disappointed that Sergeant Mabry did not appear to be fully informed about how prosecutors plan to resolve the case until it was too late.
And any time we have a victim who is not happy with an outcome, that's the first thing we examine is how was our communication with that victim. And I think in this instance, it's pretty clear to me that we had some room for improvement.
Sergeant Mabry is now back on the street, thankful she wasn't seriously injured or killed that day 13 months ago. This is what she told Freeman on the day he was sentenced.
I survived. That does not diminish the seriousness of what happened. My life mattered then, and it matters now.
Okay, dude, stop! Ah! Get out! Dude! Get down!
Travis County Sheriff Sally Hernandez would not specifically say whether she thinks the outcome of these cases was appropriate, but she did say in a statement that her department does its best to protect victims of all crimes and help them attain justice. Freeman's attorney also said he believes the sentence was appropriate given his client's age. He's about to turn 19 and probation conditions.